the post-pandemic era is probably arriving, and the economics is adjusting its pace to it. So a lot of companies, products, they benefited from the pandemic. They may go back to normal. For example, Peloton is a very popular company that people can do like a bicycling during the pandemic. You can buy a bike, treadmill at home, and you just ride. You don't need to go out. You don't need to go to gym, and people can just do things at home. And usually in the past, people do they kind of indoor cycling a lot in like spinning classes, gym. But because of pandemic, they don't want to go to those kind of enclosed places. So they subscribe to Pelotons. And Peloton indeed benefited from pandemic quite a lot. You can see its stock increased from 50 to 150. So it's a 3x increase from 2020 to 2021. But it's again, due to the pandemic, is already wiped out. So that's why today they announced a very sad news. They already laid off 2,800 people. That's 2,800 people. That's 20% of its workforce. So that's a lot of people, 2,800. And they replaced their CEO, John Foley. The main reason is their stock markets just tanked so much, and their revenue is definitely also tanked. And I do think this is just not a single case. It's not like an individual case. It's a systemic thing. It's a post-pandemic era. A lot of things that benefited from it probably will go back to normal. So that's actually very interesting to see how Zoom will perform, because Zoom is also a product that's strongly benefited from pandemic. But maybe they will be a little bit different because as far as I know, the tech companies people still work from home, work remotely. Maybe people go to the office twice a week, but still 3-4 days a week at home. So Zoom, that kind of products will probably stay strong. But Peloton, these kind of things, people is a social animal, right? If you can go to gym, if you can go to spinning class, you still go to. If I can cycle outside, why do I want to cycle indoors, right? But I would argue like people subscribe to Pelotons, they are more like doing indoor cycling. Even after pandemic, they still want to go to some indoor environment to do indoor cycling. For some reason, they just don't want to cycle outside. I don't understand, but they kind of people exist. Yeah, there may be more other things, maybe VR. VR actually benefited from pandemic a little bit. A lot of people couldn't really go out together with their friends, so they bought a VR headset, which is now branded as Metaverse. They kind of momentums may disappear. They maybe created some fake illusions, that VR has itself is increasing a lot, but it's actually not that much if we see that after pandemic. So the next couple of months, the rest of the years, the rest of 2022, it's actually the year that we should observe how people will react after the pandemic. Are those products going to stay with people, or people will drop them off? So that's my thoughts on the Peloton's massive layoff. It's a thing that we probably will see like more normalization after pandemic. All right. So if you would like to receive more technology news, analysis, company finance analysis like these, don't forget to subscribe.